Hello and welcome back to Living Abroad. In today's video, I'm going to tell you two stories. One is the rapid rise in Omicron cases here in Thailand, and the second one is about locals requesting test and go to come back from the government. My name is Alex, and you can live through me. I'm coming to you this morning from the future. Isn't that kind of cool? Like right now it's in the afternoon and you're just waking up, so technically I'm in the future. But anyways, let's get into it. So the first thing is that, Omicron cases unfortunately are on the rise here in Thailand. There's about 740 cases, both being brought in from abroad and as well as local transmitted cases. So I don't know what that means really to the decision-making process of the Thai government, but it's something to consider if you are coming here to Thailand in the near future. So hopefully by January 4th, we have some more clarification and the government can give us a little bit more insight about how they decide to move forward. So that's one thing. The second thing is that Koh Samui residents, local businesses, have been really asking the question, like, why is Phuket the only place that's under the sandbox scheme right now? Like, why not other provinces, and what makes them so special? I guess because, of course, businesses need tourism as well. So that's why they're asking the government to see if they can reinstate or at least bring, the test and go back and include Koh Samui in that program as well. Nothing too big as far as changes to the Thai Pass yet, but I know everybody's on edge and wanting to know the latest information. And I figured, hey, why not? If I can provide any information, why not make a video about it? I was considering, whether doing one today or not, but I figured there's no harm, right? Let's go ahead and read the articles, two of them. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll read the major points about it so you get some more details about the two things I just talked about. Let's take a look. Koh Samui businesses call for test and go to be reinstated and to be included in sandbox. Tourism operators on Koh Samui are urging the government to reconsider the suspension of the test and go entry scheme. Operators are also asking for a sandbox program for Samui itself, demanding to know why this is currently limited to Phuket only. According to Pattaya News, operators have cited multiple cancellations of hotel bookings from foreign tourists who had been planning to visit. The government suspended the test and go. Well, we know all about that. Businesses have expressed frustration that they were only just starting to make some money following the country's reopening, and now they're being pushed back to square one. They say the government flip-flopping could result in tourists deciding to forego Thailand, which is true. Many people have told me they're not going to consider Thailand at all. So, which have long-term effect on tourism revenue? Of course it would. So, Suparek Thangsak from the Sarut Thani Tourism Council says this is the time of the year foreign tourists want to escape the cold in their countries and to travel to Thailand. He says the higher costs associated with getting to Samui via the Phuket Sandbox model means tourists will go elsewhere, and is calling on the government to act. Last week, business leaders in Chonburi also called on the government, so that's the second province, including Pattaya and the Sandbox program. They joined the chorus of protests from various tourism destinations around the country where businesses have reacted with dismay to the government's decision to suspend the test and go and limit the Sandbox scheme to Phuket. So it's not just us, guys. Locals and businesses are also suffering from this whole pausing and stopping of the test and go scheme. Omicron variant spreading rapidly, infections highest in Bangkok and Northeast. Wow, okay, so that's another thing. Bangkok infections are the highest. The Public Health Ministry says the Omicron variant is spreading rapidly in Thailand and has now been confirmed 33 provinces. Suralek, the doctor, says that out of 740 infections, 489 have been imported and the remainder are cases about community transmission. Bangkok currently has the highest number, which Supakit attributes to increased testing at Subrani Airport for the screening of the international arrivals. So that's it. So most of them seems to be coming from abroad, and there's also some local transmission. So according to the Thai Bangkok Post reports, this is another thing. I really wanted to talk about this story. So there was a Thai national that worked for a Swiss family abroad, and she came back home and she did everything like she was supposed to. So she took she took a test before her flight. She was tested negative. Then she was tested again on arrival and again on the 5th day, and she tested positive for Omicron. And she said that she took all the precautions. She always wore her mask and she did everything correctly, and she unfortunately still got the Omicron virus. So I don't know if that changes anyone's plans, but there's still a chance of people getting it. I don't want to scare people, but just keep that in the back of your mind. If you don't have loved ones here, or if your vacation is only like a week or two, maybe just wait a little bit to see what happens in the near future. But I wanted to share that story because I'm hearing more and more people, like not so much, but like 0.5% of people catching Omicron while coming here. So something to reconsider for sure. Anyways, those are the 2 or 3 major stories I have today. Nothing too big as far as Thai Pass changes goes, but keep that in mind that Omicron cases are on the rise. And if you're finding these kinds of videos informative, please take a second, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And on Sunday, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I'm staying in this luxury resort for 2 weeks for free. So check out Sunday's video where I'll tell you some details about that. And that's it. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. See you guys next time. Bye.